last touchdown to Wilson,
Mhm.
the play before you get blasted pretty good, carrying out the fake.
Mhm.
How much satisfaction did you get out of the next play, making almost a perfect pass on that ball over the top to Wilson?
I mean, we do so much work in practice. That was just a routine play for us. So I like the mismatch on Garrett, and I thought he was way better than the corner that was on him. So I just went up to Garrett, and then it just happened like we practiced for us. So really nothing else. It was just a routine play for us.
To the left, Austin. Justin, how would you describe the confidence or mindset of this team right now?
I think we're very confident right now. I mean, we came into Lincoln. The crowd was amazing here. They have amazing fans, and we had to play with I guess a big crowd, and they were loud at the beginning at least. But I think we handled it well, and we just came out and just jumped on them early and didn't let up. So I think we did a good job.
As loud as they were, how does it feel to silence them the way you did?
I mean, it feels great. I think the offense did a great job, O-line did a great job, and the defense definitely did a great job. So I think we played well on both sides of the ball.
So left, Doug.
Justin, how would you describe what your running ability does for this offense, and in particular the first touchdown when you didn't seem to have anybody open and you run 15 yards? What did you see on that play?
I just saw really the tight end. So that was a read to the tight end. So I just saw that the tight end wasn't open, and I looked at JK. He wasn't open, so I just took down a run. And then the lane was wide open. So I just did what I'm used to and just ran the ball really. So
And that
nothing special.
element, though, for this offense, that even when a team plays good coverage and takes your guys away, that you can do that. What do you think that does to an opposing defense?
It definitely causes the defense more stress. So I feel like the defense has to pay attention to me, JK, and then the passing game. So it definitely causes them more stress, and I think we'll just keep getting better as the season goes on.
Bill.
Justin, you and your team is making it look easy. Does it feel that way on the field? Do you feel like he can do what you want, whatever you want almost?
I mean, it definitely feels easy going out there and playing, and I think that just goes into practice. I mean, we practice hard every day, especially Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I think the harder we practice, the easier the game will be.
A couple more, Clay.
Yeah, Justin, the word statement's always kind of overused in sports, but what kind of message did you send kind of in prime time to the rest of the country tonight?
I mean, they saw what was going on out there, so I just felt like our defense did a great job, as I said before, and then the offense did a tremendous job. The O-line did a tremendous job, and also the coaches with the play calling and everything like that. So I think we were kind of clicking on all cylinders today.
Two more. We'll go Dan.
Justin, I know you guys try to take it week to week, but when you are playing as well as you have so far this season, is it hard not to think ahead about what the possibilities could be for this team?
No, not really. I mean, we try to keep it week to week because in the recent years, as we all know, we've definitely slipped up in the past. So we're definitely not doing that again this year. So we're just going to try to focus on game by game and just take one game at a time.
Jared.
Hey, Justin, when you talk about going into the game, did you all think you'd be able to establish the run the way that you guys were 230 rush yards in the first half?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a part of the plan, or did that just materialize for the game?
I mean, our O-line is great. Coach Stud does a great job with those guys, so it definitely wasn't surprising to see. And I just think the running backs, JK and Master, and Marcus at the end did a great job running the ball down their throats and just being physical with them. So, I mean, it wasn't really surprising to see for me at least.
Two more. Ari.
Justin, this is you're off to a fast start this year, but this is the first time you're playing on the road in a very hostile environment. The way
Mhm.
this could be a time for a sophomore making his first, start on the road like this to stumble. What was your, temperament coming into this game, and how quickly did you?
I felt kind of calm and confidence coming into this game. So I think that just goes with preparation. So if you prepare hard, I mean, you have nothing to be worried about in the game, and just really go back to, I guess, your training. So coach talks about that all the time. When we all get on the field, we just go back to training, and I think we train really hard. So I definitely think that makes the game easier.
The last one, Dennis.
Justin, when you got to Ohio State, when did you realize you could do these type of things in this offense?
I mean, Coach Day told me right from the get-go. I mean, and so did Dwayne. I mean, this offense is a great offense, and I feel like it fits me well. We have a great passing game, great running game, and I think the offense is just great on really all things really. So, yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
Thanks.
Okay, folks, I'm going to kind of try to keep this as brief as possible. We'll let you get as many questions as we can in, but just in order to get some players and a couple assistant coaches. Open up right over here.
Write the questions, right?
Pardon me?
We'll go write the questions.
Write the questions.
Yeah,
Over here on the right, Clay.
Yeah, has it ever looked that good on the field in practice? Precision, the pace at which you scored tonight?
I don't know. Watch the film and see. It's never as good or as bad as you think when you watch it on film. But I'm proud of the way the guys came out here and played hard. They kind of stepped right in. And, we talked about it all week, what it was going to take to go win this game on the road. And we kind of came in hitting on all cylinders. And I thought we tackled well on defense. We created some turnovers again, created a short field, and we ran the ball. And that was great to see. I thought the line did a good job. The backs ran hard, and we, Justin made some throws. We made some really big-time throws. And when you combine all that together with good special teams, proud of the way the guys played.
Was there a message you sent to the country tonight in prime time, if you will?
No, I mean this is just us trying to improve every week and get better. And this was a major challenge for us, so I'm proud of that. But we still got a long way to go. This doesn't mean anything if we don't keep it going.
Front row left over here, Bill.
Your defense, again, Jeff Akuba, 2 picks, and Jordan with the interception, just the way you smothered them. How much of that is the fact that they go against your offense every day and you guys feed off each other, both sides?
Well, in spring and then in preseason, we go against each other and really compete hard, and it's iron sharpens iron. And but I think the coaches are doing a great job getting these guys prepared. I think Jeff and Greg are doing a great job. I think the whole defensive staff prepares these guys and really works hard on that. And I think physically, when you look at what Mick does and getting these guys ready that way, because when you come into an environment like this, you have to be prepared, mentally, knowing what you're doing, physically, and then emotionally. And when you can do all three of those things, they can have a night like we did. And there's a lot that goes into that during the week, and it goes back to how we practice. And we practice really, really hard. And we always say that it goes back to your training when you go step on the field. And if we can keep this thing going, then we have a chance.
Right behind him, Bill.
Ryan, this is probably the best collection of offensive skill you guys have seen to this point. It might be the best collection you've seen moving forward, at least for a couple more weeks. I'm just wondering if you had this game circled at all or in your head at all as a true benchmark of where you guys were defensively and the kind of things those guys did.
It's something that when we looked on the schedule, we knew this was going to be hard. We kind of assumed it would be something like this environment even back in February. It was going to be hard, and Scott and those guys do a great job. And so, we've been preparing for this game for a while. And I don't know, again, in terms of a benchmark or anything like that. But anytime you go on the road and have to win a night game, we know it's not easy in this conference. So it's just one other game. We're 1-0 on Saturday night, and that's the goal. And then we regroup tomorrow, and we're after Michigan State. So. That was a great job by our staff of adjusting, because that was a curveball. They did some things there that there was some throwback stuff there. And they were coming downhill there for a second. I mean, it was good job by our defensive staff of adjusting and kind of getting that under control, because there's been games I've been in where someone throws that on you and you can't adjust. You if you're not ready for that kind of stuff. So again, I thought our guys did a good job adjusting on the move.
Hey folks, just FYI, Coach Greg Madison is in the very back. If anybody wants to talk with him, we're going to go over to the left shoulder. Over here, Doug.
Ryan, the way your offensive line has played this year, especially on a night like this when you have Josh in there at right tackle, just where do you think that line is right now?
In terms of just
We
you look at Josh Allaby, he's somebody who you talk about having a great attitude and being a team player. He comes in and steps in at right tackle, and we'll see how he grades out, but I know that line did a good job blocking people. And so I noticed him on some plays doing really, really well. So to have a guy like that step up and play, I think the way he played, that's a tribute to our depth and Stud and everybody up front. And hats off to Josh, man. He played really, really good tonight. I think we'll have to watch the film again, but I'll have a better idea when we talk this week. But he stepped in a big way.
And we've seen Justin's running ability. We know that's there. We know that he's been judicious with it. You guys have been. But for instance, the first touchdown when they play good coverage and he just runs it in like that, what kind of stress does that put on a defense when he has that ability?
Yeah, we went through it all week with Adrian, because he does the same thing. He can do those kind of things. And when you have everything covered, and then all of a sudden you have to worry about him scrambling, And, when you have to put a guy in and spy him, that's one less guy in coverage. So it certainly is a huge advantage.
Front row left, Austin.
Ryan, this might be hard to exactly quantify, but you've said that Justin is ahead of maybe where you thought he would be, and you pointed to this first 6 weeks as being important for his development. How far has he exceeded your expectations?
We'll see next week. I mean, we're got a huge one next week against one of the best defenses in the entire country. So that's going to be a huge one. Up to this point, he's done a really good job. Still really hasn't played 4 quarters yet. Hasn't been in the fire where you got to go win the game in the fourth quarter. So we'll see. But I thought he made some big time decisions tonight. He made some big time throws. Did a great job with his legs. Ran a clean game. Managed the game again. No turnovers. So. Again, a lot of credit to him. He's doing a great job.
Right next door, Ari. The way that you just mentioned that he hasn't played 4 quarters. Is that part of the emphasis of leaving him in as long as they did? What was the thought process?
Well, they're a great team, and they're no huddle, and they can strike at any time. It's a good offense there, and I just wasn't sure at that time, where the game was going. They kind of came down and scored. Chase was out of the game, and that was a tough decision to make. But we decided maybe one more drive to keep those guys in there and be smart. You look back sometimes, you can second guess yourself, but that was the decision we made at the time. It's a good problem to have, but it certainly is gut wrenching because you don't want to lose anybody at that moment, but at the same time you also don't want to lose the game and get it out of hand. And all of a sudden, we've all seen that before. The UCLA game last week, or all of a sudden a couple of things happen and. Heaven forbid we fumble that kickoff return with Jamison, and now all of a sudden you're in it, and that's what scares the heck out of you. So, those are the decisions you make.
We're going to go 3 more questions with Coach right here, but just FYI, folks, Austin Mack and Malik Harrison are in the back. Over here to the right, Steve.
Yeah, Coach. Last week, Adrian Martinez, 446 yards total offense in Illinois. You guys held him to 121, and I know obviously it was opponents and everything else, but just your thought of the job that coaches, players did in putting together a plan to contain a guy who's not easy to contain.
Yeah, I mean that was the goal going in because he's the guy who gets that offense going, and we knew that coming in. And Adrian's a heck of a player, and he's going to continue to be a heck of a player here. But I thought our guys did a good job of running the ball, tackling, and when we had opportunity to get turnovers in the pass game, we made those catches. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. It's like you get your hands on a pass and then you throw it out. Oh, we almost had that one, and the next play goes for a first down. Well, we made those catches, and guys made plays. Even the one that Jeff caught that was a little bit funky there. He was on the ground and caught it, but he made the catch. You got to make those plays, and hats off to all those guys, Jeff and Jordan. And then also Damon makes a great job. They ran a double move on us. It was a slant and go, and he covered that, which was huge in the game. So those little things add up, especially in that first quarter.
And final 2 over here, we're going to go Adam, and then after Adam, Rob.
Ryan, other than Justin and a few others, all these guys are part of last year where things weren't easy very often. I'm just curious, what have you seen their approach to these games or any game or just anything? How is that different from a maturity standpoint and growth standpoint from last year?
I think anytime you have experience and you've gone through this before, it's important. I asked the guys how many guys have been in the stadium before, and I think it was maybe half of them raised their hand. So there's some experience in this group, and those guys are hungry. They want to play good, and when I do bed check at night, they got their tips out and all their notes, and they're watching film, and it matters to them. And we're talking about what it means to be a pro, and they're grabbing onto it. Both sides of the ball right now. It's a really good group. No. I mean, it like we talked about early on, it was going to be a journey, and where this goes week in and week out, it changes. Having the ability to use his feet is huge, though. I mean, that's a weapon, as we talked about, and it makes a huge difference. But he's also a really good passer, and we have a really good offensive line with multiple tight ends. So we like to do all of the above, and just try to put as much stress as we can on the defense.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey, folks, we're going to bring Jeff Okuda up to the front here right now.
Jeff Okuda's coming to the podium. Okuda to the podium. Yeah, too big. Here we go. Here we go.
Jeff will open up over on the left. Spencer.
Do you feel like, Jeff, you feel like after you got the first pick last week, where you kind of just opened up everything and you kind of got the monkey off your back, you were able to make another play? Did that give you any more confidence than you already had? I know you're a confident guy already.
I think it did give me some confidence just to be able to at least, like, show myself that I can do it. So coming out here and then following up with a pretty good performance, I think that just kind of speaks to like the confidence that I came into the game with.
Jeff, I keep hammering this thing of making a statement, sending a message, etc. What do you think the country saw out of Ohio State tonight?
I would say the country saw, like, what we were echoing in the locker room before the game is, like, we are who we think we are because we put in the work and then we also put it on film. So I know everyone was kind of like doubting the schedule, but I mean, I think that we were able to show like what we're capable of doing. Yeah, I think at one point in the fourth quarter, with maybe 6 minutes left, they had 26 passing yards. So I would say that, I mean, we didn't play like we played Nebraska. Like that's a really good team. Adrian Martinez is a really good quarterback. So I think that we're able to kind of show like, I guess, a glimpse of what we can do. What clicked today? I think that, I mean, we've been building every single week. Like the goal is always to get 1% better. So I think just this game today was another step forward in the right direction.
Jeff, talk about the first interception. It looks like you make a great read. Was that pass pattern something you guys prepared for all week? Thinking that was going to be there.
I just want I want to give Coach Hafley all the credit for that because he just told me when I'm on the number 3, I need to expect the special. So just being with Coach Hafley, I think that he's someone that's really changed my whole career. Like from like the perspective I see the football game, like he's made me such a better player, and like I can't thank him enough for that.
Jeff, can you just describe this environment here, playing in a primetime game, big time, matchup with Nebraska?
Here you go. Let's get JK.
Your offensive line, how do you feel like they're playing at this point in the season?
At a very high level. Like I said it before the season started, but they're good. You're starting to see now.
To be able to have Brandon be out and have Josh Allaby come in and play like that, what does that say maybe about this offensive line that you can lose a guy and still seem to play at this level?
Well, Coach Stud's doing a great job coaching them, and I mean we have a lot of depth. Those guys work hard too. So.
How was Josh tonight?
He was great. He was great. I mean, he's like not his first time playing, So, yeah.
For you, I mean, you're obviously running very hard. 177 yards, I think, tonight. How much fun are you having playing right
I'm having a lot of fun. It just a lot of it has to do with like being connected with all my brothers on the team. So it's a lot of fun.
JK, he keeps talking about Ryan Day does. You guys got to look at film, improve. How do you feel you guys are clicking right now?
We're good, but we can do way better. I can do some things better. Everyone can do some things better. So
over 3,000 yards in your career tonight, I believe. That's a significant career. You got a long way to go in your third year.
Oh yeah.
Kind of give you an idea of what this team's capable of, just in your own accomplishment. You have kind of the whole picture, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's a blessing to accomplish that milestone. So I'm gonna try to go to 4,000 now.
JK, how is this offense different?
Going to try to catch a little bit of Coach Madison here. Okay, I'll be ready, buddy.
Big game. We knew that this was going to be a challenge. This is going to be another chance for us to improve, to show how good we can be, what our goals are, what we're supposed to do, and we knew this environment was going to be. It was going to be a big time environment, and it was, and I think knowing that Martinez is very, very talented, that Washington is very talented, that they had some, have a very good program, that we knew this was going to be a big time deal.
And how do you think your guys'